Welcome back to the Spoonie and Caregiver Life podcast with Jordan Banderas. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe and let's begin. In your life or partnership, do you have a more dominant person that tends to be more of the bad influence? I know, right? That's a very unique question, but I want to ask this because recently a family member of mine came at my wife pretty hard about being a bad influence in my life. To say that I was shocked and upset is an understatement, let's be honest. Especially since the person who said it doesn't even know my wife that well. Not at all. They never talked, literally. I was like, why would you say that about my wife? Seriously, I have been baffled for a week because I always thought that people thought that I was a bad influence on Katie. I never realized that people thought she was doing the damage to me instead. I'm so surprised about that because I have been working with my wife for the last 7 years to stand up for herself and fight back harder. And you're probably thinking, if you know my wife, how could Katie be any more aggressive? But she's a bit of a lamb and lets people walk all over her. And that's a fact. So I was like, you need to turn into a lioness. You need to be brave, fight for yourself, stand up. Now, after this was said about Katie, I stood up to this family member and did something I had never done before, which is find my voice. I was like, oh, hell no. You're not gonna talk shit about my wife. So, I guess we're both doing the same thing for each other. Protecting each other with meaningful bad actions. Because according to my family, she's a bad influence on me. Now, Katie was called a bad influence because I have finally set boundaries with this family member. I didn't let him try to control my life anymore, and he didn't like that. I finally stood my ground and said, enough is enough, cabron. No more pushing me around like a rag doll, and I decided to fight back. I was like, no more, enough. I had just quite frankly had enough. Now, due to all of this, I have found that when I have fought back or have told other people I have thought they are in the wrong, those people, the ones who are constant boundary breakers, don't like it when you fight back, or when you don't give them any ammunition to break your boundaries. They really don't like it at all. They get mad. They try to make you feel bad, but don't let them. That's what I had to do in this situation, and it worked. Now, when someone says that your partner or anyone in your life is a bad influence, but they are actually building you up, you have to make sure that what others are saying about them is true, and that this person is actually negatively influencing your life. Don't just believe others just because they may be a family member, a close friend, or because they don't like your friend, your spoonie, your spouse, your caregiver, whoever is actually being the bad influence in this case. Because once you realize that the person is being called a bad influence is trying to help you make your life better, stand your ground and fight for them so they can see that you want them in your life, so they can keep showing you how to fight back. And that is very important because this type of people, these people that are being called bad influence by others when they actually are trying to help you improve your life, they will fight for you. They will show you how to fight, but you also have to fight back. So before I end the episode, I want to leave you with this. Or actually, I'm going to ask you this. Who is the bad influence in your life? In my case, it's my wife apparently. In her case, it's me. There's no doubt about that. I'm her bad influence. A lot of us have a bad influence who is actually helping us make our lives better. So for you, who is that person? Leave your answer in the comments, and if you would like to share how you deal with a situation similar to this, please put it in the comments as well, or send me a DM, or you can email me at the Spoonie and Caregiver life@gmail.com. And thank you for listening, and don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. You can also follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And I'll leave you with this. Take care of yourself and have a great day.